Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Jordy, and on this episode we're going to start off with a load check. The load check we have is currently this one on the trailer that I'm walking by. I pulled off in a rest area right quick so I can show y'all. So let me show you right quick. Alright, first of all, we got this piece in the back. I believe it's like a sawmill or something, and they asked for it to be tarped, which is cool. You know, kind of suck getting it tarped because when I was tarping it, it was snowing and the sun would come out, and then it would snow. So that kind of sucked, but you know, it is what it is. And the piece on the top deck, they goes together. So this is one partial, and then we got this sweet International 2856, nice pinstriping on it. I'm not sure, I don't really know much about it, but we're about to drop this off first, and the customer has a forklift, so we can have to untarp this, take it off, get the International off, put this back on, tarp it, and then go to the next drop off. But you know, it's part of the game. So tractor gets off first, and then we got this in-op RAV4 that we drop off third, and then that should do it for this. For this one, it's 3 partials. First one we picked up was the International tractor. Second one was the RAV4. Since we picked up at like a Copar or something, the dude just brought it in with a forklift from the side. And then the third partial is that piece with that piece. I believe that's a sawmill, and that's just hardware for it. And yeah. So now let me get to dropping off this International. It's on, we just need to strap it, put a tarp, make sure all this is all good, and then we can loop around here and get out of here. That dude was pretty cool. He had equipment ready and he was ready to pick up and offload me when I got here. So let me quit rambling, let me get this going before I lose whatever daylight I have left, if any. Alright y'all, so we just offloaded here. It's very dark and very foggy, but it's a dirt road, so not too bad that I'm driving and using my camera right now.
Turn left onto Maryland 94
Thank
North.
you. But yeah, offloaded both items, got off the tractor, then reloaded I believe the sawmill or whatever the other thing was, strapped it back down, tarped, and we're rolling. And as you can tell, it's dark out. But yeah, let's go find a place to park for the night and deliver this thing when our hours reset tomorrow. Alright, so it's the next morning. It's a little bit gloomy, so good thing we tarped the other load. I already spoke with the customer. I'm about less than 5 minutes away from the drop-off, but unfortunately, apparently he lives like in a residential area, so it's gonna be a little bit tight to get in, but we'll see what happens. Nothing left to do it. Nothing left to do it, or however the saying is, but yeah. And these roads are really tight, so, and it's also raining a little bit. Probably said that already, but yeah, let's get this thing knocked out. All right, y'all, so we just finished offloading the, apparently the machine was to make crankshafts for motors, and the pallet on top was the hardware for it, and we just finished offloading here at this customer's house. Really cool. We stayed here on the side of the road. He showed up with a forklift over there. I don't know if you can see it over there. Got it off. It was a little bit of finessing that we had to do, but it wasn't too bad. And then once we're done, he invited me to go inside and get some coffee, and met his wife, met his dog, some Great Danes. Really cool people, really nice area, cool dude. And yeah, we got everything offloaded, and now just gotta go on to the next place. Alright, so we've made it to the third and final drop off here in Maryland. It's in this Dunlec, something like that, Baltimore port. As you can see, waiting for waiting to go inside, get the port pass and all this stuff. One thing that sucked about this particular paperwork and customer, not about the customer, but about the situation, was that if I didn't know about this place already, I would not have been able to come here, because I've been here a handful of times, maybe 10 or so more times since I started working. And if I didn't know how to get here, I would be lost. And I'm not even 100% sure if I'm even at the right place right now, to be honest. But I'm like 80% sure, because, you know, there's car haulers and all that around here. So I just need to get inside, get this thing offloaded, and then zip up to New Jersey and pick up the next thing we gotta go. So hopefully I'm at the right spot and all this gets checked out and I can get inside and get this thing offloaded. Now the only question after I get past through here is, where do I go to get this thing offloaded? I'm gonna see if I can get a gate pass kind of fast enough so I can follow one of these guys. But we'll see. The line to get in there. Dude's in the front. I've been here since 8 and I got a 12. Alright, y'all, so we finally got the vehicle offloaded. Oh man, was that a struggle and a half and then some to get that thing offloaded. First of all, I had the issue with the customer, the miscommunication of the dock receipt not being ready, so I had to figure that out. That pushed me back like 2 hours more or less, because I got here like at 10 in the morning more or less, and then I had to park and wait on the side for about 2 hours to about noon. I got inside. That's what my little dock receipt said or whatever. So I got in here. Mind you, I've been in this port before, like I said before, but I've picked up like tractors or like an oversized like crates and stuff like that, or just regular crates and stuff. So it's usually like an in and out, or you just have to wait a little bit for them to attend you. You put it on your trailer and then you get out of here, or you offload it, because I've offloaded here as well. So this time I went on the car side, and let me just say, I gotta give my hats off to car haulers, because y'all are a different breed, man. I don't know how y'all do it. If I had to, I would, but I won't, because I'd rather do this that I do flatbed than car haul, for the fact that they're a nice community, most of them. For the most part, the guys that I met here, they were pretty dope. One guy in particular, or several of them, but no, one guy in particular like helped me out. The vehicle I had, I thought it was like an in-op, so they're like, they don't even take in-ops, so you're gonna probably have to take it back to where you got it, and this and that. So we jumped it. He turned his truck around. He helped me jump the car, and then I drove it off, and then off the trailer, and then I was like, hey, where do I take the car? And he's all like, do you have like 5 copies of the title and 5 copies of the dock receipt? And I'm like, no, I don't have that. Nobody told me about that. So he's all like, all right, let me see the keys. I'll take the car inside. You go to the cafe. That they have a cafe in this port, and go get some copies. I paid about $1.50 per page, so that was kind of ridiculous. So I got the 10 copies that I needed, and then came back to this guy. He had brought in my car. I didn't get his name though, because like it was just like quick. And then we made line, and there's people apparently waiting there since like 8 in the morning, and I got there like at 12, and everybody like, you can make a line, but it goes by time. So everybody, the first wave went, and then the second wave went, and then finally it was my turn to go. Gave him my paperwork, and then you got to sit back down and wait until they call you. When they call you, then you got to go walk to the vehicle, confirm it's your vehicle, and then you got to go back and wait. And then you got to wait for them to call you again, so they can go back out to the vehicle, confirm it's there again, and then give you your little dock receipt so you can get out. So yeah, went through that whole process. Let me tell you, wasn't worth it. I mean, obviously if you're a car hauler, you move like 3+ cars or 5+ cars or whatever, it's worth it. But just for one car, no. We thought this was like going, well, I personally thought it was gonna go to like a little shop or somewhere small, where they were just gonna like, oh, just pull up to the side of the street, we'll come with a forklift, pick it up, drop it, and you'll be good. But nope, it wasn't like that. Complete curveball. But hey, what can you do? And because of that curveball, now the next load we had got canceled, so we have to figure out what's gonna happen. So we'll see what happens after this. Right now, I'm still in the port right now, just hanging out for a little bit, waiting for see what dispatch says. So we'll see what happens.